and welcome to Total Chaos, brought to you by Picks and Parlays. It's me, Allie Burns, your plus money honey, and I'm here with Kurt Alexander. We're going to do our weekly show, Total Chaos, where we cruise through all of the totals of the NFL games and give you our play on the over and the under. Feel free to comment and ask questions if you guys have anything you'd like to know. Kurt Alexander, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, Allie. Happy Halloween. Who are you supposed to be?
Well, I am Kit from A League of Their Own, the pitcher, Lori Petty.
Very good. Very good. I'm actually dressed for Halloween, but I didn't buy this shirt for Halloween. This is part of my wardrobe. This is the only day I could wear it. So it worked.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, so I'm going to give everyone just a second to kind of log on and get, hi, Elliot.
Elliot.
Hi to us. He's
How's it going? Elliot is always on top of things.
So how are you feeling about the picks this week? Last time we did this, we pushed. We were 5-5, and that kind of offset our record because we had such a killer. We still have a winning record with our consensus picks, but last week was a push. So how are you feeling this week? Are you solid?
Yes, I'm solid this week. Last week it was what it was. You know, some weeks are just like that where you just seem to be off. You know, you can't really get in sync with the games. This week I'm definitely feeling a lot stronger about these totals.
All right. Yeah, I agree. I feel the same. I feel like I've got some solid plays here. And like we said, people at home, our consensus picks are what you guys are looking for when we both agree on a pick. So grab a pen and a paper because it's just about time to get some total chaos started. Are you ready, Kurt?
Yeah, Allie, ready. I started my morning with this.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's totally awesome. Okay, so let's start. Total chaos. The first game, oh, now my thingy has to load for 2 seconds. Okay, the first game is the Patriots at the Bills. The number is 41. Go.
Allie, I'm not impressed with this Bills offense in the last few weeks. I don't know what's going on with them. They put up, 18 points against the Jets? Wow. Patriots, not doing any better. I have to take this game under the total simply because both these offenses really aren't producing points right now. And in order for me to get over that 40, I need some touchdowns, and these teams just aren't putting it out there. I'm taking this game under. Look for a good defensive battle until these offenses can catch up.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on this one. This one opened at 46 and got bet all the way down to 41. Sometimes that will worry me that it's dropped too low, but in this case, I don't think so. The Patriots have put up a combined 28 points in their last 3 games. The Bills haven't scored more than 20 points in their last 3 games. Until I see something change, I agree with you. We have got to stick to the under here. So up next, it's your team, Kurt. It's the Titans at the Bengals. The number's 51. Hit it.
Allie, the number was 51 last week, by the way, with the Titans and the Steelers as well. And I want to say it landed right on that number. And that's what I talk about when I talk about the 51s and the 51s and a halves, how it's right there, right along the number. In this case, I like this game to go over. I think Tennessee's offense is going to be able to put up big points against Cincinnati. They just finished playing the number 1 defense in Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were shut down the first half, but came alive in the second half and moved the ball. They're not going to have that much resistance from Cincinnati's defense. Burrows will be able to move the ball against the Titans defense. So I like 2 good offenses being able to put up some points. I like the over in this game.
I'm with you on this one too. This is one where the number started at 55 and a half. And I think it did go down too far. 51's not it. The over is just such a blatant trend for both of these teams too. And then Burrow's been throwing like a beast. He had 400 yards against the Browns, 371 against the Colts. We've all been talking about that defense. Just seems like he's getting better every game. I'm going to go with the over. Okay.
Nice.
Up next, we'll do one more and then we'll look at some comments and see what people are saying.
Okay.
So we've got
good.
Raiders at the Broncos, and that total Raiders at the Browns, and that total is 49.5. Go ahead.
Allie, I like to take the Raiders games over simply because Derek Carr and that offense, they can put up points when they want to. I mean, they were able to put up some points, just kind of got away from them. Denver, I'm sorry. Yeah, Denver, correct?
No, but it's the Browns. I said
Browns. Okay.
I said the Broncos, it's the
You said
Browns.
Denver earlier. Yeah, you said Denver earlier. Like, I can't wait till we get to the Denver game. I have some stuff to say about that one. But the Browns, love the Browns. You know this. I've been saying this for the last few weeks. Love that offense. They were kind of shaky in the first half against Cincinnati. We still have the rib injury or the rib problems going with Baker there. So you see a tale of two different quarterbacks. First half, he was kind of overthrowing players, wasn't really getting the ball there. Second half, I don't know what they did at halftime, but he was on fire. Very consistent, led the team down time and time again to score go-ahead touchdowns. I like this game to go over the total. I like both these offenses.
I'm with you on this one too. We're just killing it today. All right, we've got some good things happening here. Yeah, my question marks were definitely, is Baker going to play? Like, how is he going to play? And then, like, the Raiders have had their COVID business going on. But, I mean, this number keeps going down and down. I feel like it went down too far. Both of these defenses are allowing 30 a game. Baker's on the rise. I mean, I could definitely see them, each scoring 25 points in this and pushing it over. So, yeah, I am going to take that over. So let's check out. We've got some comments. There's a little trick or treater at my front door that I can hear.
There we go.
Shannon Sam says that Bills 41 makes me nervous. What do you think about that?
The Bills 41? Yeah, because we're expecting to see the Buffalo Bills from the first quarter of the season, and I always tell you how I like to break the football season down into 4 quarters, the first 4 games, the next 4, and so forth. This team started off great. The offense looked wonderful. Now I have the quarterback leading the team in rushing 2 straight games. I'm not okay with that. I'm a little old school. I want my running backs to do their job. Right now, the running game isn't working for Buffalo, and that's probably why you don't have the balance on offense. And you're seeing the total 41 is really low. But what we're seeing, kind of let your eyes, be the judge. What you're seeing is what you're seeing. We want to see the Buffalo Bills from the Rams game, but we're not seeing that. They just played the Jets. We saw what they did. They had to come back actually against the Jets. So until they start to score again and we see a different offense, I just can't take it over.
I'm with you. The biggest thing that I'm thinking with the Patriots right now is Cam threw 3 interceptions. You're going to have to make a touchdown if you want me to think this game is going to go over. You're who call him Scam Newton, huh?
That's my buddy, but yeah, Scam Newton, where you're kind of depending on Cam to lead the team, because honestly, when we talk about the Patriots, it's not like you're putting your money on Rex Burkhead and the New England Patriots. It's Cam and the New England Patriots. That's where your money is. And yeah, until we could get over the 100-yard mark on passing yards. He only had 98 passing yards last week. And I think most of those were to the other team. I just can't put this game over right now. If it goes over, then you've made me a believer. Call me Davy Jones.
Fair enough. All right, so let's keep going here. We're going to do Colts at the Lions. This number is 49.5. Go for it.
Allie, I love this Colts defense. They have injuries, but they are a strong defense. Phillip Rivers and the offense, they put up more points lately. As of late, they have put up more points. But I want to take this game under the total. I think 49 is just a little too high because the Detroit Lions, also pretty solid defense. Nobody talks about it though. The Detroit Lions have teams to the low 20s in the last couple games. So you're not seeing these high scoring Lion games anymore because our defensive minded head coach from the New England Patriots is there, and it's finally starting to set in. They came back against Atlanta last week, but they had to fight for that one. That was a real tight kind of drag it out game that was going on. And I expect to see more of the same here with the Colts. Like I said, I always talk about the Colts defense first, and I talk about it first for a reason, because that is pretty much what they hang their hat on.
So you're over or you're under?
I'm under.
You're under. I'm over. And same, like my first note is we've been talking about the Colts defense all season, and on average, they're allowing less than 20 points a game. However, they've allowed a combined 60 in their last two compared to only 29 in the 3 games before that. The Detroit defense has allowed 38 in the last 2 games, 100 points in the previous 3 games. I'm super iffy on this one. So maybe I should have listened to you. Maybe I should listen to you. But I feel like this is going to go over. It's just like, call it a gut feeling. But I know it's even that number that we hate to go over on. But I'm taking the Colts over. The end. Scene.
And I will say maybe I might be still stuck on that Colts defense from the first quarter. I talk about the quarters of football, and yeah, maybe that's what's happening to me. Maybe I'm sitting here waiting for that Colts defense to go back to where they were at the beginning. But right now, like I said, the injuries played a big part the last couple games. But they're a much better defense than how they've been playing. They gave up a lot of points to Joe Burrows in the first half, but you saw the defense come alive in the second half and shut things down. I think that's going to continue here this week.
All right, so that's the first one we don't agree on then, huh?
Okay.
We'll
agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. All right, so up next we have the Vikings at the Packers. I went back and forth on this one a bit. The number is 49.5. Let's hear it. What do you got?
Now, this 49.5 is one that I will take over just because of familiarity. When division rivals kind of face each other and they kind of want to stick it to each other. This is one of those games where they'll pour the points on if they can. And when I say they, I mean the Green Bay Packers. And they have been able to do that for the last, except for the Tampa Bay game, for the last few weeks. They have been able to put some points up. We've seen them against Atlanta. This is a high-powered offense. What Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers have going on offense, it doesn't matter who. We've seen it without Devontae Adams. We've seen it without a running game. That still goes. I like this game over division rival. NFC.
I'm with you on this one. It started at 55.5. Now it's at 49.5. That went way too far down. I really can't see any reason why these two squads can't put up 50 points together. The Vikings have scored more than 23 in their last 4 games. The Packers defense isn't like the best defense there ever was. And we know the Pack can score. So yeah, I'm going to roll with this one going over that total. We'll do one more and check in with our commenters. I was going to say fans, but that was a little pretentious. With our commenters, our fellow handicappers. All right, so we're going to do the Jets at the Chiefs.
Fellow handicappers.
Yes, fellow handicappers. We're going to do the Jets at the Chiefs, and that number is 49.
Allie, last week I asked for the Jets to score me 10 points, and they did. And the game went way under against the Buffalo Bills. That's why I feel the way I do about the Bills offense right now. It doesn't matter what the Jets put up here. What really matters is what Kansas City decides to score. Do they want to run things up like they did last week against the Denver Broncos? I'm not sure. I don't think so. I think these games are sort of like trap games where you're playing against a lesser opponent. So it's not the same. It's not the same kind of energy you're going to put forth towards a division rival. Now you're playing the Jets. You see what they're doing. I think we might see a flat Kansas City team taking this game under the total.
Ooh. Oh, I took it under too. I thought I went the other way. But no, this number is trending to the over, and I don't see it. Where are these 49 points going to come from? The Jets have put up 55 points in the last 5 games, and
Yes.
even if the Chiefs put up 40, can the Jets hang the other 10 on that defense? I'm just not a believer. The Jets have got to show me something here. So yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to go under on this one as well. So we do have some comments over here.
Okay.
Elliot says that Detroit will get at least 28 points. And we took that game over, didn't we? No, we took that under.
I believe I took that game under. Yes.
Yeah, I did. No, I took Colts and the Lions over.
Okay.
So Elliot on my side.
Yes, I'm the one that's still stuck on this Colts defense. Maybe this is when I get off the bandwagon. I've been riding this Colts defense and telling you how great it is. You just wait and see. They'll show you, Allie. They'll show you. Second half of the Cincinnati game. We'll work on that. I'll take that second half.
I was a believer,
and move forward.
In the whole first half of the season, I was a believer. First quarter of the season, I was a believer, but I'm just not seeing it right now. Elliot's taken the Packers and the Vikings under. I don't know about that one, Elliot. We're going to have to agree to disagree there. And Jets and Chiefs over. Where are the points coming from?
Elliot looks like over.
I like it. I
like these picks. I like these picks. I like it. I'm gonna disagree with it. I like it. Way to go out there on a limb. Like I said, 48 with the Jets. Like I begged them for 10 points last week, and I got the 10 points and still couldn't. I'm not sure. I could. It's gonna all come from Kansas City. If Kansas City is going to get up for this game, it seems like the Jets lull teams to sleep, don't they? It's like, hey, come play us. Boring as we play. It's all right. We're just waiting for the game clock to expire. We just need to complete 60 minutes. What we do in those 60 minutes, we just have to do enough. And that's kind of what the Jets do. They don't sustain drives. They don't have long scoring drives. They don't have short scoring drives. They've scored 10 points, in the last 2 games. Yeah.
I could go on and on about the Jets. I could go on about what is wrong? What's in the water? What? I don't get it. You're supposed to be a professional football team, I just don't get it. Okay, so we're going to keep on. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to keep on keeping on. Before we do, people at home, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. Kurt and I do all kinds of free picks videos. There's also 24 other handicappers on the Picks and Parlays site that I do free pick videos with. So don't forget to check those out. There's a lot of money to be made. All right. Oh, and the promo code for this week, you save 15% off the entire site when you use the promo code TREAT, TREAT, TREAT. All right. So we're moving on. My little thing catch up to me real quick. We've got Rams at the Dolphins. It's Tua time, baby. 45.5 is the number. What do you got on this one?
Well, that looks to be trending. Correct me if I'm wrong. It should be trending down for a good reason. You got a rookie quarterback out here making his first start against Rams defense. And we saw what the Rams defense did against the Bengals. They gave him a tough time, and they're going to give Tua a tough time here. The Rams are a good team. They're a good defense, but it is a short week. They are coming off the Monday night game, traveling back east. We've talked about this early morning game. It's going to be 10 a.m. Time for them, and that might cause them to start off a little slow. That's usually what you see with these West Coast teams. I like this game to go under the total with the back on one side and the team coming off a short week on the other. Good combination for an under.
Yep, I'm totally with you. Dolphins coming off a bye. This is Tua's first start. Rams are on a short week, west to the east. Rams have showed some really great defense, especially against the Bears, who themselves have a great defense. Dolphins don't have a bad D either. So, yeah, I like this one to go under that total. Okay, this is probably the game that I'm most excited to watch all week is the Steelers at the Ravens. And this number is 46 and a half. Let me know. Where do we go?
Allie, I think we should go under with this total. When you see this division rival, I always talk about the division rivals, but these two teams really don't like each other, and they're fighting for a top spot in this division. Tightly contested game. I don't think they're going to let this get out of hand, either team. I like this game to go under the total.
Yep, I'm totally with you on this one. I mean, these defenses rock and roll. It's a tricky one because you have two like really solid quarterbacks who have been, kicking butt, but with them are two really solid defenses. I'm gonna follow the number on this one because I think the likelihood of them staying under is higher than the likelihood of them going over. So yeah, 46 and a half. I'll take that right on under. Up next, we are going to do the Chargers at, finally, the Broncos. The number is 45 and a half. Go ahead.
Yes, and I'm taking this Chargers and Broncos game over. Like I said, the only thing that I think keeps this game under is if weather is a factor. Two young quarterbacks, two young offenses, but two exciting offenses. I know Denver hasn't really showed it this year because of the injuries, but once they get rolling and you start to see Lindsey and Locke and Judy, a player that I really enjoy watching, I think this team will be able to put up some points. And we haven't talked enough about Mr. Herbert and the Chargers. He's doing a phenomenal job. Don't you agree?
Oh, I'm an Oregon Duck girl, so I love me some Justin Herbert. Love him. I have a Phillip Rivers Chargers jersey that someone got me for Christmas, and I was like, when am I ever going to wear this? And now I'm trying to figure out how I can pull Rivers off the back and stick Herbert on it. So
that is funny. Yeah, I think I've seen your sewing skills. You're going to make it happen. With the knockoff Chargers Herbert jersey.
I could do it.
But I definitely like their offense. I think that kid's arm is really strong, and he has weapons. You have Mike Williams, Keenan Allen. He's throwing the ball to some all-star receiver here. I like this game to go over the total, and you just see Herbert every game. It seems like he's trying to prove a point. Like, hey, I'm the guy you need to be watching. I understand Drew Brees is over there, and I understand that Pat Mahomes is there, and I understand that Tom Brady is there, but I'm the guy. And I think that's a good attitude for Herbert. He's always trying to outshine everybody. You saw the points and the numbers he put up last week against Minshew, your guy. He's sitting here.
I love him.
Doesn't matter who's on the other side. This is Herbert. He's going to take him down. So I like that, and he's going to take him down by putting up a lot of points. I like this game to go over the total, as long as weather complies, because these guys are from LA.
That does happen. Weather can be a problem, but I'm with you. I like this one to go over the total too. I'm a little bit wary because the Broncos can have a pretty hard time scoring. But they did let the Jets hang 28 points on them. So if the Jets can score 28 against the Broncos, I'm just certain that the Chargers can. And I mean, this is where the Chargers are going to continue to handle business. Oregon is not an easy place to play football. It's high pressure. And I think Herbert is used to having pressure. And at the same time, he's kind of in a nothing to lose situation where no one really expected him to play this year, and he is, and he's kicking butt. And that's important. I mean, when you think that he took Pat Mahomes and Drew Brees into overtime and only lost by one touchdown to Tom Brady, I mean, they're not afraid of no Drew Lock. Okay, what's a Drew Lock? They have the key for Drew's Lock. Okay, so yeah, I'm going over. I can see Herbert and the squad scoring them all. So we're gonna move to the Saints. Not that I'm too hooked or anything, but
right.
So we're going to go to the Saints at the Bears. This one's at 42 and a half. Hit me.
Allie, I think I have Wow, it's really dropping. I had 44.5 a couple days ago. And the reason why it's dropping is because the Saints are on grass. They outside, they are away from the dome, sweet dome, where they look so fast and so unstoppable on offense. Here, it's going to be a much slower game. So Drew Brees is going to have to be very accurate with his throws. This defense be all over him. And on the other side, this is really going to have to tighten up, because this is going to be one of those games that if you give up too many points, you're not going to be able to come back. And this game is trending under, and it's under for a reason. Outside, Saints on grass, take this game under the total.
Yeah, I'm totally with you on this one. I liked it under when it was 47, and even when it was 44 and a half. I'm a little nervous it went down too low, but I really don't think it did. The Bears are on a short week. Their defense hasn't allowed 24 points on the board in the last 4 games. They gave up 26 to the Falcons back in September, but they've clearly pulled it together since then. I think the Saints will put up some points here. I just feel like it's going to go under. I just feel we got to stick with an under here.
I agree.
Sometimes you got to listen to the numbers, you know? Listen to the numbers.
Exactly.
All right. Elliot V likes it. He says Saints and Bears are going under. Yep. The Hound says the Chargers win. The Broncos are trash.
Love the Chargers. Love the Chargers.
Do love them. Shannon Sands says, I can't pick over or under, but I'm going with the Packers all day. Can't get mad at you. Can't get mad about that one.
To beat up on Minnesota, that's what Green Bay is going to love doing. Yeah, you get a chance to beat up on this Minnesota team twice a year. Let's see if they'll fight back, though. Let's see if Minnesota – Kirk Cousins is still over there, right?
Yeah. Throwing interceptions.
We're just not talking about him that much this year. We're not talking about him that much this year, you know? Last year, maybe he is
That's it.
Yeah, maybe he is missing Diggs a little bit, but we're not talking about Cousins and that Minnesota team. What we are talking about is their coach maybe being on the hot seat, and that's unbelievable. But yeah, they're not really they're underachieving this year. Let me just put it that way.
Yeah,
this team had high hopes coming back this season, and you sign your running back to a long-term contract, and you think that, hey, we're going to be able to compete this year, and the Bears are outshining them right now. Yeah, so they not only have to hurdle the Green Bay Packers, but they also have to try to get over the Bears.
It ain't easy. It ain't easy. All right, so next one up is the 49ers at the Seahawks. I've got 53.5 as the number. Go on.
Allie, I think the 49ers defense is starting to play much better. Once again, another division rival. These two are fighting for the top spot. Seattle's coming off a bad loss, and it's a bad loss because they had a 10-point lead with minutes left in the fourth, and they lost that. And if that's not a wake-up call to this defense, I don't know what is, because finally Russell Wilson isn't able to pull the game out at the end. So I'm expecting a little better performance from the Seattle defense this week. And San Francisco runs the ball. They run the ball majority of the time. That runs time off the clock. You've given me a big number like 53 and a half. I'll take it. I'll take it under all day. I don't look for this game to be a high-scoring game. I think this game might land on the 51, maybe 27-24, right under that number.
Boom. Yeah, I'm under on this one as well. I mean, we all know that the Seahawks defense needs work, but I don't like to get into that like auto over. You know how like you get into an auto fade on certain teams? I'm not auto overing this. They're giving up 29 points a game, granted, but the Niners defense is like for real. They're only allowing 19. They held New England to 6, held the Rams to 16. So yeah, I'm going to back San Fran here, and I'm going to take it under this total of 53.5. Up next, we have the Cowboys at the Eagles. This one is 43.5. Where are we going to go with this one?
I believe this one. Okay, 43.5 is what I have as well. I can't take this game over. The Cowboys offense just has not been producing since Dak went down. Now we know the value of a good quarterback, and we're seeing it here in Dallas. And I don't trust their coaching staff. Ali, if the players don't trust the coaching staff, I can't trust the coaching staff. This Dallas team is looking awful. They're in a bad division. How could you be a bad team in a bad division? You know, it's already like everybody in the division is horrible, but you're one of the worst teams in the division. I'm taking this game. I know Philly's defense has a lot of injuries, and I know they'll allow points, but I don't think the Cowboys are going to be able to put it up. And it's weird to say because we talk about the Cowboys defense, how horrible that defense is. Philly should be able to move the ball, right? You would love to take this game over the 43.5, but I just can't. Not until I see something different from that Cowboy offense and that Cowboy coaching staff.
Yep. Totally with you on this one. I am going under as well. Cowboys defense can't do a damn thing to stop the ball, but their offense can't do anything to score it either. So it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's like this icky game kind of a thing. Their offense is in turmoil. They've scored 13 points in their last 2 games, the Cowboys have. I think there will be a turnaround eventually. I just don't think it's here.
Right.
It seems like these 2 teams are kind of evenly matched for each other right now. But yeah, I'm going to take this one under the total of 43.5. I just don't see how it's going to get over it at the end of the day. So our last game, this is the Monday night game, the Bucks at the Giants, and we've got a total of 45. So lay it on me. What do we think? Monday Night Football. Let's hear it.
Bucks at the Giants. What's the weather going to be like in New York? That's my question before I make a strong pick on this over under. Right now, I'm leaning towards the under strictly because of the Bucks defense. I like what Tom Brady's doing. I like what the offense is doing. They just got Antonio Brown. Not sure if he's going to actually play this game, but I'm sure he'll be out there. Will the Giants be able to score? We saw Danny Dimes. You know, he has the wheels and he's able to run the ball, but I always talk about when you don't have a running game, they're going to be missing Devontae Freeman. They already lost Barkley earlier in the year. They bring Freeman into his spot, and now Freeman might be out. Here we're going to have another quarterback leading the team in rushing. I don't like it. I'm going to take this game under the total, but I'd really like to know what the weather's going to be like.
I'm going under on this one too. I mean, I'm just not seeing it with the Giants, you know, like how are they going to score enough points to push this over? It seems like I keep saying that about quite a few teams, you know, the Jets, the Giants, the Broncos, but it's just kind of the fact of the matter right now. Some teams are just not scoring. The Giants put up okay numbers against teams like the Eagles and Washington and Dallas, but when they play good teams, like the Bucks are a good team, they just can't seem to like put all the pieces together. They only put up 9 against the 49ers and again, another 9 against the Rams. So yeah, I'm just going to have to take this one under the total. And that's the way I'm going to do that. So Elliot agrees with us on that one. He says Bucks and Giants are going under.
Thank you, Elliot.
Yes, thank you all for watching, guys. So yeah, like we said, if you missed any of the picks, just play back the video with a pen and a pencil. Anything that Kurt and I agree on is typically a pretty good bet. And yeah, it could be get cash money, honey. So we do have a winning record with our consensus picks, and we're going to be doing this every Saturday. Now that we've got our technical stuff figured out, you can rely on us every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. And don't worry, when football season shuts down, don't worry, because we're going to do basketball totals when that time comes too, okay? This is it's a year-round show, COVID permitting. Is there anything else you want to anything else you want to mention? Any one last tip or like pearl of wisdom you could give to our handicapping friends here?
I will say this, that it is Halloween weekend, so look for the crazy stuff to happen in some of these games, like what we saw, 20-point underdog win outright last night. Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's going to be the kind of weekend this is. Don't let it surprise you. Were you really?
All right. So there you so there you have it, guys. So be wary of the tricks and the treats on this Halloween weekend. You guys all stay safe.
Yes.
Kurt, what are you doing for Halloween? Are you going out? Are you staying in?
I heard you said some trick-or-treaters were at your door. I don't know. I might see what you got over there.
One of my kids' little friends was banging on the door, ringing the doorbell. I'm like, sister. But yeah, we're doing like trunk or treat where they go car to car in the big park and they do it that way. I guess that's like the COVID friendly way to do it now. So I wanted to like potato launch candy at kids in my front yard. I was all for that. Chuck candy.
I usually go down to the Strip because they have like all these costume contests. I know in years past they did, and you see some unbelievable costumes. Halloween is like the best in Vegas. Yeah, especially down on the Strip area. That's where the crazies are.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going anywhere near a big giant crowd, but yeah. So everybody have a really safe and happy Halloween, and we will see you guys next Saturday for Total Chaos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. We've got a ton more free picks coming your way all week long. And yeah, thanks for joining, guys. See you next time.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.